no Wi-Fi, no power, no problem. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Eufy S330 4G LTE 4K camera. With its battery power solar panel, 4G LTE, or Wi-Fi connectivity, you'll be able to put this security camera virtually anywhere. What's up YouTube? Welcome back to DIY Reid. My name is Reid, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. This video will be all about Eufy S330 4G LTE 4K camera. This security camera can be picked up for $250, which, if you think about it, and all its features and capabilities, that's a great price. I'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested in checking it out. Starting with what you get in the box, you get the camera itself, an easy mounting bracket, the Solar Plus solar panel, the solar panel bracket, USB-C charging cable, screws and drywall anchors, a quick start guide, mounting templates, a 32GB SD card, and a nano SIM card. This security camera has a ton of features, and in my opinion, the top two, well, let's just say the top three are the following. It has dual connectivity, meaning it can connect to Wi-Fi or a 4G LTE. This allows you to use the camera around your house within your Wi-Fi network, or you can use the 4G LTE connection to have it in place with no Wi-Fi. The places are endless here: camping, job site, any place off the beaten path with a cell service. You can put this thing anywhere you want. It comes with a SIM card that connects to AT&T, T-Mobile, or Verizon, whichever is the more stable network. When you buy this camera, it comes with 100 megabytes of data for free use without Wi-Fi. And they say a normal use, it uses about 700 megabytes each month. This camera has 360-degree pan and tilt with AI tracking, leaving no blind spots. It does go 344 degrees pan and 70 degrees tilt. It doesn't quite go around in 360, but it still covers 360 degrees. My last favorite feature is the Eufy Solar Plus solar panel. This technology reaches 25% efficiency, needing only 2,500 lux to charge, which is 75% less than the usual 10,000 lux. Despite partial obstruction, it maintains 60% charging capacity, showing its effectiveness in generating solar power even with 50% obstruction. This way you don't have to worry during rainy or snowy seasons. We all know those types of seasons, there's not much sun outside. Now for the rest of the great features. This is a 4K 8 megapixel camera with an f-stop of 1.65 at 15 frames per second, and it has an 8x zoom. It has a diagonal field of view of 138.43 degrees, which is 115 degree horizontal and 60.75 degrees vertical. That seems very, very specific. I don't know why they did that, but that's what they showed me. The battery has a capacity of 9,400 milliamp hours and is charged by 4.5 watt solar panel. To put that in perspective, the average use of the camera is 460 milliamp hour per day, and the solar panel with optimal sunlight can collect and store up to 1,400 milliamp per day. So in theory, you'll never need to charge this camera with an outlet after the first charge. It is a 100 lumen spotlight for enhanced color night vision. With the AI detection, it includes person and vehicle motion, and PR detection. Distance is about 29.5 feet. It has local storage with an SD card, but if you have, or at least have it connected to Wi-Fi, it can connect to an S380 Homebase 3 on that same Wi-Fi network. It can be controlled by Alexa and Google Assistant, but at this time, it does not connect to HomeKit. And I know a lot of people are like, that's what they're looking for. I know that's going to be on your question on your answers. Question on your answers. I know that's going to be a question that you want answered, and unfortunately for you guys, at this time, no HomeKit. It is an IP55 weatherproof rating and has a 1-year warranty. Before we take a look at the mobile app, let's take a look at some of the video and audio samples during the daytime and nighttime. Here's the quality of the video during the daytime and the audio quality that you're going to hear from the camera. And it's going to track me around the backyard. This is the quality of the video during the nighttime, no lights on, and the audio quality that you're going to get. This is the quality of the video that you're going to get with the spotlight on at nighttime. and the audio quality that you're going to get. Now let's take a quick look at the mobile app and some of the features that you're going to get with that. So here is the app. At the top here, I got backyard, and it's showing me there's an error on the top right that there is no SD card installed right now currently. So kind of a little warning. Down below, it shows me the battery life, a quick look, and Wi-Fi connection. And then there's a square with a 0. That means there's no current video recordings. Well, first of all, I can't because there's no SD card, but there is no recordings that I have not watched yet. And then there's 3 little buttons that will allow me to quick snooze and go into settings. But first, I want to go for a live feed, so I'm going to go ahead and tap on the play button. And right now, I can see my backyard. And at the very bottom, I have different ways of going through it. I have record. I can record real quick. I can listen in. I can talk to somebody out there for two-way talk. I can enter the pan and tilt. So I can go ahead and pan and tilt if I want to. I can turn the spotlight on. And then if I scroll over here on the bottom, I can get a screenshot. I can change the night vision. I can turn on and off AI tracking. I can go to the presets that I have set up. I can go in and look at the events that I have. And then I can also do a 360 look around real quick. At the top right, I have settings, and then I also have the alarm. So I can turn on the alarm right now. So if I get a notification that there's movement or something like that, and I go ahead and look and see what's going on, and if I wanted to start sounding the alarm and start flashing the light, I can. Now if I go into settings here, this will give me a lot of different settings. I can turn off the camera so that way it's not actually recording. I can connect to the Home-Base 3. I can go into motion detection here. This allows me to set up activity zones if I want to. I can change the sensitivity of it. It does have day and night time optimization. I can change detection type, human, vehicle, or all emotional alerts. Right now I just want human and vehicle. Well, hopefully there's no vehicles in my backyard, but I just want human. I don't really care about any other movements. I have AI tracking on right now. I can go to pan and tilt settings, and this allows me to do the predetermined settings. So you can go to, it looks like 4 different predetermined settings, and then you can set a default home location for it to always go back to. I can go back to night vision, and this allows me to, right now it just does black and white, black and white night vision with infrared, because I don't want the spotlight to be on, and it has to be on for the color night vision. Power management, this allows you, sees right now 8 working days since I last charged it. It's at 95%. It detected 230 different detected events and it recorded 0 because I don't have an SD card in it. And this is where you can actually set up, look at your solar dash panel that tells you how much it's charged and what it's done each day. But also you can set up the different battery optimal or optimal surveillance and all that. You can fine tune it for you. You can go to video settings, and this is where you can stream it in 4K, 1080p, 2K, and all that. Recording settings, you can change that down if you need to save storage. Then you have the audio settings, and this allows you to turn on the microphone, speaker volume, and make it so it records audio. I don't know why you would turn that off. Notification is nice. You can do the most efficient, full effect, or include thumbnail, which is really nice. You can have it include a thumbnail if it catches motion. However, I will say, if you do the included thumbnail, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to notify you that there's motion. So if you do most efficient, you might get a quick notification there's motion and then get a secondary notification with that thumbnail. You can also set up different alerts, which is really nice. And then general allows you to you can share the app with somebody else so they can see what's going on, get notifications as well. And then you can also share your thoughts with Eufy, restart the device from here, and remove the device if you want to. Here are my final thoughts. I have to say that this is my new favorite Eufy camera, as it has a lot of great features bundled all into one. It's not overly expensive at $250, and it has the capability of using 4G LTE service or Wi-Fi, which leaves the places you can put it pretty much endless. The AI tracking helps keep an eye on everything and cuts down the amount of cameras that you'll need because of the movement and allowing it for it to track. The 8x zoom is pretty decent, and the 100 lumen spotlight is a nice deterrent. This gives you clarity to spot a license plate up to 300 feet away. I also like how you're not stuck with onboard storage and you can use the Home-Base 3 if you'd like. But also keep in mind, if you do use the LTE connection, home base 3 is not an option. But you can upgrade the storage of the SD card, and you're not limited to 8 gig onboard storage unlike some of the other cameras they have. If you found this video helpful, please leave me a like and feel free to ask any questions down in the comments section below. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing for more tech reviews, home automation, home and automotive how-to videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.